On the seventh day of plant, miss my true love gave to me 7 fuzzy house plants. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Lauren and this is my channel, all about plants. Today I want to show you guys my 7 favorite fuzzy, velvety, or suede type plants. Now, fuzzy plants, soft plants, iridescent plants, plants of that sort are my favorite type to collect because they're unique, they're interesting, and they're fun to touch. So let's get right into it and start off with this beauty here, probably one of my favorite plants. And this is Begonia Old Blue. This I purchased off Steve's Leaves last year sometime, and you might look at it and not think like, that's not your typical fuzzy plant. However, these leaves are the hairiest, fuzziest, weirdest things I've ever seen. In my opinion, it still looks like old man ear hair, and I sincerely wonder if that's why they call it Old Blue. Old boy blue. I don't know, but the petioles are extremely hairy and fuzzy. Once the leaves get really mature, like this one, the fuzz is less. These smaller leaves have so much fuzz, but the petioles still remain super duper fuzzy, and I think this plant is just exquisite. And this big ass begonia leaf is huge. Kaylee Ellen head test, people. Like, for a begonia, it's one of my favorites, and it's really gorgeous. Love it. Next up on my list is one that you guys probably just recently saw. I haven't had this for very long, 2 weeks, give or take, but this is the Peperomia Incana that I purchased from the plant farm. And these new baby leaves are everything. They are soft, soft, soft. Like, remember those weird animals they would make, like farm animals, dogs, cats, bunnies, and they were just these like hollow animals that were velvety, and sometimes they would even put like hair on it that I think was like bunny fur. I think it was real hair from an animal. I know, super weird correlation there, but that's what the top of these leaves feel like, especially the brand new baby leaves. Very soft, super cute, basic green, hits home, love it. Next we have a classic, an all-time favorite, probably one of the plants that introduced me to the world of velvety plants, and that is this Philodendron Mikan. I have a bigger one of these boys in my bedroom hanging up high on a shelf, and I didn't want to get it down. And this is one that I have growing in this nursery pot, and it has grown a lot since I've gotten it to her, and I might have even trimmed it once or twice. But these leaves are so satiny and velvety. They almost feel like suede boots or a suede leather jacket type of thing. And it's growing so well. Look at all the new little babies that are coming up straight from the bottom. The stems are kind of rooting themselves in and making her babies. But this is one of my all-time favorite plants in general. It's red, it's burgundy, it's velvety, and it's easy to take care of. So easy, great, beautiful, velvety, suede, fuzzy houseplant. This is another newer plant that I have added to my collection, and this is the Syngonium Rayei. This is actually a present from my fiance Tom. He ordered it for me off of Josh's Frogs. If you check out my unboxing video, I did buy 2. I've recently potted them together, and it's doing quite well. See if you can see up inside there. I got 3 different little starts, and these leaves are striking. Kind of shaky, doing my best here, but that white veining down the middle is just like pow. It's shiny, It's velvety. It's dark. I love that dark, rich, velvety look. And if I get up really close here, it's very neon. I can't get it to focus very well, but this plant is slowly becoming one of my top favorite plants. It's grown very well, and I've only had it for a very little amount of time. So that in itself is impressive to me. And it's gorgeous. Syngoniums are typically easy, so I'm thinking that this will hopefully be what's that word? Prolific? Prolific. Hopefully it will be a prolific grower, so I can share this baby with some friends who have been looking for it for a while. Here we have one of my favorites and a plant that has been on my wish list for so long. And speaking of wish list plants, I'm actually just gonna feature these two plants together. Here I have my Philodendron verrucosum and my Philodendron gloriosum. These both were huge, huge wish list plants for me. And this one actually started out as a cutting that was like this big. So this one I am very proud of. Let me move my baby out of the way here. You can tell that this is shiny and soft and gorgeous. This is just a stunning leaf. This is a stunning leaf. This down here is a stunning leaf, and we have a new one on the way. It's doing really well for me, and it's so interesting. How can you not find this interesting? And one of my favorite things about this plant is, whoops, the hairy, hairy, hairy petioles. How cool is that? And it's a pretty easy grower. It definitely likes the higher humidity I have found in my home personally, but it is so shiny and fancy and gorgeous. Definitely a favorite. Then this one I think was my top wish list plant. I can't really tell you why, except for the fact that it's heart-shaped, it's a deep emerald green, it's soft, and the veining on this beauty is intense. It reminds me of like Spider-Man. I don't really know why. This reminds me of a spider or a praying mantis of some kind. It is simply gorgeous. Both of these plants are any velvet, shiny plant lover's dream, hands down. The last plant I want to talk about today is one that people may not expect me to classify as a fuzzy or soft, velvety plant. But to me, in my eyes, it is nothing but fuzzy, soft, and velvety. Let me move this out of the way. Here is my dogtail cactus. Now this is the only cactus you can rub that I have in my home. I don't know about you guys, but the only cactus I have that I can rub my hands through and not get pricked. This guy is not a prick, and it grows pretty easily too. Look how fuzzy these, what do they call the needles on a cactus? The spines? I think that's what they call them. The spines on this are so soft. Now don't get me wrong, if you go in at this plant the wrong way, you could potentially get pricked by these little fine spines, but no. I mean, you would have to do it just right or just wrong, however you want to look at it. But this plant is fuzzy, it's ornate, it's growing off all these aerial roots. And I never talk about this plant that much, but it's one of my favorites. And look how wacky, wonky, and cool this thing is. And like I said, you can just like run your hands through it. The spines are so soft. It's Ridiculous. Super cool, super easy, and actually it's very easy to propagate too. So hands down an awesome, fuzzy, soft, beautiful plant. What do you guys think? What are your favorite fuzzy, soft, velvety plants? These are some of my favorite. I would love to hear what some of your favorites are. There are a few I didn't include in this video, but they're all just as important. So share with me, what are your favorites? All right, you guys, I will see you in tomorrow's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Bye.